I sold my Kel-Tec Sub-2000. Reason number one, reason number two, coming up. Okay, so I'm sure by now you've probably seen my videos on comparing the red dot mounts on my Sub-2000, as well as the video on the upgrades that I did to Sub-2000. And while it was a really fun rifle, I did like it. I never had a single malfunction. I did sell it. So before we get into it, all the firearms are unloaded. They're clear. Bullets can't travel through cameras anyway, but there's not any ammunition around in this area. So like I said in the intro, the Smith & Wesson FPC is reason number one. I like this one better. I feel like it's a better designed rifle. However, it does not fold down as compact as the Sub-2000. I will acknowledge that. But I like shooting this one better. It's just more enjoyable experience. The Sub-2000 does have some advantages, like being able to have Glock mags, and you can get the 33 round or drums or whatever else. The FPC doesn't have quite as many options, but that's okay. I actually don't even own any Glocks that would take the same magazines, so that was actually the only firearm that I owned that took standard Glock magazines. I have a Glock 48 and a Glock 42, neither one of them take those magazines. So this is reason number one. Now, I will admit, by itself, reason number one is not a good enough reason to sell the Sub-2000. There is nothing wrong with having multiple of the same type of firearm, or even multiple of the same firearm. You can set them up differently or have backups and redundancies or whatever. So reason number one by itself is not enough to sell the Sub-2000, but that did factor into me deciding to sell the Sub-2000. So now moving on to reason number two. This is reason number two. So I'm not going to bore you with all of the details on the issues that I'm having with this. We'll just kind of run through it really quickly. If you're really curious, you can go back to the last video, and I went through why I'm selling all of my Kel-Tecs and went through it in more detail. To sum it up really quickly, I don't trust Kel-Tec products. I think that they are unreliable, and more importantly, I think that they are unsafe. I think that they're downright dangerous, especially the RDB line of rifles. In that video, I showed the malfunctions that I was having and the problem of the hammer following the bolt home. You have burst fire and uncontrolled fire with the finger off the trigger and the safety on when I charged it, sent a round downrange, and I just don't think that they are safe firearms, so that led me to selling all of them, and that includes the Sub-2000. I did send a video of those dangerous malfunctions to Kel-Tec, and unfortunately, it didn't yield anything. They don't think that there's anything wrong with them. They replaced them with the exact same parts, and the hammer still follows the bolt home. And they are clearly not going to listen until somebody is injured or killed, and then somebody can actually sue them. Because the way that the law works, you can't sue them until somebody is injured or killed. But that's why I sold my Sub-2000. I'm going to stick with the FPC. I really like the Smith & Wesson FPC. So I am just fine sticking with that and not having the Sub-2000 anymore. So hopefully this was a quick video for you. And that's it. So we will catch you on the next project. See ya.